What actually happens when you plead the Fifth in the state of Texas? When you plead the Fifth in Texas, you invoke your Fifth Amendment right not to incriminate yourself, meaning you refuse to answer questions that could be used to prosecute you for a crime. You must clearly state that you are invoking your Fifth Amendment, though. Silence alone is not enough to invoke that Fifth Amendment right. That silence can be used against you, but if properly invoked in a criminal case, your refusal to testify or answer cannot be used as evidence of your guilt. This protection, however, does not apply to non-communicative acts like fingerprints or DNA samples or DWI field sobriety tests. And while it protects against using silence as guilt in criminal cases, silence can sometimes be viewed negatively in civil context. When should you use your Fifth Amendment right? Your Fifth Amendment right may be used at police questioning during a traffic stop, during police interrogation at a police station, at criminal trials, and even in civil proceedings. Though there may be consequences, you should definitely talk to your civil attorney about whether or not you should plead the Fifth in that circumstance. But there are some circumstances when you cannot use the Fifth Amendment for your protection. For example, when requested to provide basic identifying information, your name, address, and date of birth, you can't plead the Fifth there. For non-incriminating questions, when you've already waived the privilege, or in response to demands for physical evidence. You can't use the Fifth Amendment for business records you're required to keep, like certain business or tax records. You can't use it when you face a clear legal requirement to report. In fact, there's a lot of circumstances when you can't use it. My advice is you should always consult with the criminal defense attorney before pleading the Fifth to understand whether or not you are invoking the right properly or whether you're doing it in a way that may come back and bite you in your butt later on.